Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, asking questions. John Maxwell here. Glad you're with me today on Minute with Maxwell. The greatest change that I've had in my leadership life in the last 30 years is, if you would have known me as a younger leader, I didn't ask very many questions. I really wasn't interested too much in what you had to say, because I already knew what I wanted and I knew where I was going. And I had a game plan not only for my life, to be honest with you, I had a game plan for your life, and I was quite choleric. So I could hardly wait to share with people what they needed to know so they could get with it and we could get moving together. I really didn't ask a lot of questions. Probably the turnaround in my life is when I had a staff member walk into my life one day and just share with me, "John, you don't listen to us." And that thought began to turn me. And I realized that I didn't listen well. And then I realized I didn't listen well and I didn't ask questions well either. And that's what kind of stimulated me to start asking questions. Now today I know something that I wish I'd have known at 30, and that is that asking questions is the greatest way to direct people, because you immediately pull them in to the topic that you want to talk about, and you get them discussing an issue that is important to what you want to teach. So you basically find that common ground by asking questions. And so today I'm full of questions. You sit down with me for 15 minutes and I've got questions for you. Why? Because questions are going to tell me about you. Questions are going to help me understand you better. Questions are going to help me know how to help you better. In fact, a lot of times I look at people and I want to say to them, "Help me help you." And now I don't ask that, I just ask questions, because if I ask questions, their answers will help me help them. The greatest sin in leadership is leading by assumption. Assuming that we know what our people think, assuming that they're on the same page with us, assuming that they're with us on that leadership train. And a lot of assumptions just become the mother of all mess-ups. You don't need to assume anymore. Start asking questions, listen well, and you will find everything you need to know to lead well. Recently, I was in a discussion with leaders, and they were talking about how they needed information to lead well. And I suggested to them, the greatest information they can ever have to lead well is the information based upon the questions they ask. So every time I sit down with a group of people, I've always got a list of questions to ask them. Why? I've got something to learn from them because they know something I don't know, and it's going to enable me to help them better. So quit giving answers. Start asking questions. Trust me, it's a great way to lead. Thanks for being with me today on Minute with Maxwell.